How's it going, everybody, and welcome to episode 31 of the ForbiddenCast. I hope everybody had themselves a excellent weekend, and I hope you're liking this new upload schedule of the podcast being out on Monday, and then the silly, goofy cover whatever videos, the other videos I do on this channel on Fridays. I hope you're liking that. 'Cause so far, I mean, already it's only been like 1 week since I started doing this. Already so far, this is working out a lot better for me. Hopefully the podcasts won't be as boring. I know last week's podcast was pretty long. But I mean, most episodes that I have with guests on, I usually like to, talk with guests and chat with guests longer because I want the episode to be more about them than anything, obviously. Plus, I mean, usually we spark up. So far with the guests I've had so far, I mean, I've been able to spark up some pretty interesting conversation. Anyways, but yeah, I hope you enjoy the new upload schedule because it's definitely working out good for me so far. So I think I'm gonna stick with it for a bit, anyways, at least. But yeah. Anyways, everybody, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope. I feel like I already did say that. I'm doing this a circle already. Yeah. Did everybody go check out the video that I posted on Friday? The cover that Lucas and I did of New Beginnings by Bjorn. I forget his last name. One of the main big guitar players from the band In Flames. We did a acoustic cover of his song called New Beginnings, and it was lots of fun to record. We got a couple more videos, like acoustic covers, coming up. So if you liked that one, then stick around because there's 2 more on the way, and they're just fun, kind of cool little cover videos. So yeah. But other than that, we're off to a great start by already not knowing what I'm going to talk about. It's been hot. It's been super hot, and supposedly this week, coming up, this episode's going to be airing on the Monday of August 9th is when this episode is coming out. So this week here, it's supposed to be super hot outside, and I'm really not looking forward to it. I hate summer. I hate summer so much. I can't stand the heat. I have an air conditioner now in my apartment, which is extremely nice to be able to sleep in, but at the same time, I don't want to be running an air conditioner just all day long in a room that I'm not even in. And that's the thing, air conditioners are loud. I can't. I'm sitting in my music room right now recording this, and it's completely still. Not only is the sound completely still, the air circulation is completely still in here. It's extremely warm. What is it reading in here? It's reading 30 in here. Is what my little Honeywell temperature and moisture gauge is reading at. And it's humid as hell in here as well. It's reading 51 as the humidity level, and then 30 for the the heat. That's how warm it is. But yeah, not too pleasant. It's not very nice. My mustache is already having some sweat bubbles on it, which is absolutely wonderful. I love it so much. I would have my window open, but at the same time, I want to be able to have the crispest and cleanest sound quality for you guys to listen to. So, I'm not gonna jeopardize that. What if I just switch this to a ASMR? How many my 14 viewers of this podcast are gonna hate that. But no, it's been good. I've been seeing the channel grow a little bit. We're up to 74 subscribers now, I believe, is what we're up at. So I'm super pumped for that and super appreciative. So thank you for all the new guys who are coming on aboard. It means a lot to me, and thank you for everybody else who has been sticking around this far. Um, I actually ordered something today, the day that I'm recording this, and I'm pretty excited for it to come in. It should hopefully be here by the end of the week. I mean, should is the key word, but we'll see. Obviously, I ordered it on the weekend because today, the day that I'm recording this, is Sunday. So the day before this episode airs. But yeah, so tomorrow the thing that I ordered will be shipped out, and then yeah, it's in Canada already. It's in. Well, I mean, I'll just say this: it's a piece of musical equipment. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I can't wait to get it and to try it out. And then I mean, obviously, I'm most likely gonna make a video for it. Um, yeah, so look forward to that. I mean, that will probably be out after the two other little acoustic covers that Lucas and I had recorded, because I want to get those out, and then I can move on to the other videos that I have just to get those done. Because I got two more video ideas, pretty much done. I just gotta actually record the videos on them. So, yeah. And then I want to do. I don't have any really gear reviews lined up, well, except for that new thing that I got coming there. But I mean, obviously, I got tons of gear that I can do a review on and at any time. So, yeah, I'm pretty stoked on that. So that's one thing to look forward to. I might maybe give, if you follow me on Instagram, maybe I'll post a little sneak peek at what that might be. But yeah, we'll see. Um, yeah. By the way, if you do want to go check out my Instagram, it'll be in the link in the description of this video, as well as the Forbidden Cast Instagram as well. So go follow those if you aren't already, because that will more social media stuff also helps me out quite a bit as well. But yeah. Anyways, what to talk about today? What to talk about indeed? Um, I don't know. I guess I can. Did any of you guys actually listen to the whole almost 2 hours worth of podcast that was last week's episode? I had lots of fun recording that episode with Lucas. We touched on a lot of subjects. Geez, what did we talk about? We talked about music for sure, obviously. We talked about some good old COVID-19. It's probably going to be a trigger word for YouTube, so it's going to flag my video for some reason. Maybe not, probably not. I'm too small of a YouTuber to be flagged for that kind of thing. But it would surprise me. It would not surprise me. You post anything COVID related on any social media right now, and I mean for the past year and a half, and yeah, and there's those learn more facts about COVID-19 pop up on it or whatever. So it's yeah. But anyways, yeah. So we talked about that. What else? We talked about a bunch of stuff on that episode. But yeah, go check that out if you haven't. But yeah, looking into the future of the podcast, because I did say previously that I wanted to not only get more guests on the podcast, but I also wanted to have kind of for my fans who aren't 100% music fans, so that I don't really care about music gear and talking about nerdy music stuff. I can just kind of have a couple in a month, have a couple of episodes where it's just kind of nice, fun hanging out, relax, maybe talk about some music, some light music as, what to go check out. Oh, I mean, that's, it's a segment on the show, the recommended song or album of the week or whatever. So obviously that's going to stick around, but I just want to have some lighthearted stuff. Maybe talk about some video games, some movies, books, anything entertainment, other YouTubers, other YouTube channels, just weird stuff that's going on in the world. I don't know. But just kind of have a nice time for people to come just hang out. It doesn't always have to be one specific thing. But then, I have a couple episodes like that, and then have one episode that's just all music. I think last week's episode could be kind of dedicated to that, but yeah. And I really, really, really want to try and get a guest on every month on the podcast. I feel like that's probably going to be a pretty hard promise to keep, so no promises. But I think I'm going to try to aim for a goal for that, because I think that would be really, really cool. Especially, because I've said before in earlier episodes that I would love to just have anybody on here, friends of mine and stuff like that. Because, like I've said before as well in earlier episodes, that, everybody's got some sort of story to tell. You have different relationships with a whole bunch of different people. So, I mean, so far on the podcast, I've had my buddy Lucas on twice. I've had the former bass player of Forbidden Messiah, which is my band, on here, Mark Ireland. That was a really fun one to do that you should definitely go check out if you want to listen to a really funny podcast episode. That one was fun. I've had Adam Smith from the band Riptide and Evil. He's a really cool guest to have on. We had some good laughs on there as well, and we talked about some really cool music stuff. And then I've also had my girlfriend on here, so yeah, pretty neat overall. But yeah, it would be cool to get some more musician guests on here. Some people who are in bands and who are just giving it their all and everything like that, or engineers, everybody. It really doesn't matter. I mean, I would absolutely love to get a few of my friends on here, that aren't even musicians or anything like that, just to come shoot the shit, just to come hang out and have a good time. Because last week's episode is the idea that I have for this podcast. I don't want it to just be one specific thing. I just kind of want, I want it to be kind of the super mega cast. I want it to just be fun. You had a stressful day at work, you had a long ride home, just put on a podcast. I mean, I guess you can't really do that since my videos are my podcasts are only on YouTube still, because I'm a lazy piece of shit and don't want to look into distributors. But yeah, I don't know. I just really, really, really want to get some balls rolling. I just really want to get more guests on here, so it's less just about me. I just want it to kind of have fun time, and for people to just kind of enjoy themselves while listening to this shit. Because that's the thing too. I don't know if I should talk about this right now, because maybe I might just switch it, but maybe I'll tease at it right now, and then in the future we'll see how it goes. But an idea that I've been having quite frequently, especially right now, with how I don't have this up on streaming platforms, I only have it on YouTube as a video form. What I've been thinking is, once I get to episode 50 of the ForbiddenCast, if I make it to episode 50, which I feel like I would. That's really not that far away. Today is episode 31, so episode, and I put these out. Well, now will be every Monday, but I put one of these out, every week. Getting to episode 50 is not going to be that that far away. I've already made it this far. 50 ain't that much different. I just gotta keep at it. That's all. Not miss any more, because I think so far since I started this, I think I've only missed 2 uploads, and that was it. I guess technically the one upload I didn't miss because I didn't release it on the Friday. Technically, I guess, would that be the second time? I don't know. But Yeah, I don't know. But what the idea that I had, sorry, I trailed off there. The idea that I had was to kind of switch the format. So instead of just having, eventually just having like a little animation kind of play, like a animation loop where I'm just kind of like, because I've mentioned this in older episodes where I just wanted to kind of have an animation loop of like a cartoon version of me sitting in my music room, kind of just sitting there with a guitar and, like my lava lamp going off. And, you can see like the wave forms going up and down or whatever on my computer screen or something like that. And I like blink every once in a while, you're hearing me talk. I would love that um, for the YouTube thing. But then also, I had another thought, which would be to um, have just completely do it as a video. So like instead of just recording the audio and then having like some sort of animation playing on the screen for you guys to like look at while listening to me, um, to have just an actual video. So like me talking to you basically more directly by like actually being able to make eye contact with you and everything like that. Um, I think that would be fun, but yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know how to really feel about that right now, but I kind of still like keeping it the idea as eventually growing to the point where I can have that like little animated loop instead of just like the Forbidden Cast kind of scrolling, where I can then have like just a little animation where it just kind of loops and you hear me talk over top of that little animation, and it fades in with the intro and then it fades out with with the same little tune there, the Forbidden Cast tune, and even that too. Maybe I'll switch the Forbidden Cast theme after once I get to 50 or episode 100 or something like that. I don't know, who knows. But yeah, we'll see. I guess I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there because I wanna be able to grow this to something that's is worth something. Like I don't know. I don't know, and I would say let me know what you think, but I, um, not a whole lot of people comment on my stuff, especially on my podcast. But overall, I mean, it doesn't really hurt my feelings whenever you guys don't, because I mean, obviously, it's like it's just is what it is. I'm not going to be upset that no one comments because I mean, I don't. The YouTubers that I watch and follow, like I never comment on that on their stuff. So I mean, like I'm not upset about that. But I mean, if someone does, really do feel kind of like that the whole video of me talking into the camera instead of like having an animation loop or like the Forbidden Cast like scrolling up and down the screen there. If you hold that true to your heart, and you really don't want to have to see me talking into the microphone, um, then yeah, absolutely, let me know. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's just more visual for especially since this isn't on streaming platforms. You can just at least have a little more for it on YouTube. It is easier for me to do it like this too, so it's like I don't have to sync up anything really. I just gotta throw the art up and add a couple of filters on the editing software that I use after I export the audio, and then throw it into that, and then just basically export it and then upload it to YouTube. But yeah, I don't know. Just some ideas that I've been having rolling around in my brain, but we'll see. I think it would still be cool to have the animation loop more than anything. But again, the problem with that is like finding an animator and then paying them and everything like that. And yeah, I want to be careful with that kind of thing. And in that too, like I don't know how much that's gonna cost. Like it could cost, you know, $300. It could cost $1,000. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, we'll see. But today, I think since we're already at 20 minutes now, I think it's time to start talking about um, today's song of the week. And I think that has to be something that I actually discovered just today. Um, I was looking up Yes, like the band Yes, on iTunes because I wanted to download more of their music. And then after I was checking out some albums, I had a little at the bottom whenever you scroll down. It has like recommended music that like, oh, if you like, if you like Yes, you'll also like this or whatever. And that one of the other bands that was recommended was Kansas. And Kansas, for anybody who doesn't know, is the band that does the song. Sorry, let me get this right.
Carry on, my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.
Yeah, that one there. They also have another pretty big song called Dust in the Wind as well. But those aren't the songs that I am recommending today. The song that I'm recommending today is Throwing Mountains off of their 2020 album, The Absence of Presence. Super cool album name and super cool album art. Um, I'll hopefully try to remember to throw the art up there so you can check that out. But overall, this I haven't checked out the entire album yet thus far, but the title track, "The Absence of Presence," is also great. Jets Overhead isn't my favorite song so far that I've heard, but yeah, definitely Throwing Mountains is definitely my favorite one so far. It's like it's almost borderline sounding like kind of Dream Theater esque territory with like violin, and it sounds super good. It's mixed extremely well. It sounds really big and heavy, but it still has like that classic kind of Kansas sound. Like that's what I love hearing is all these older bands from the 70s and stuff like that still making albums, and they're great. And you don't hear too much about them, which is shocking. Like you hear a lot about the same old things over and over and over again, like, oh, Metallica's, like teasing that, they're writing new material, but they don't have anything. But yet, Kansas released this album last year. And Kansas, they're a pretty big name. Dust in the Wind and Carry On My Wayward Son are huge songs. Like, I mean, those are definitely huge songs that, like, I've heard multiple times growing up. I mean, Kansas has a huge catalog of music that sounds phenomenal, very early 70s prog ish sound to them. And they have a lot of poppy kind of stuff too, but like, yeah, like they are an incredibly talented group of musicians, and definitely worth a listen. I personally think there's another Kansas song that I can't really remember what comes to my mind, but it's off of oh shoot, now I can't remember the album name. Of course I can't remember the album name. It's off of, sorry, here I'll try to look it. Point of No Return. What song is it though? Is it The Paradox? Shoot, no, it's not. Shoot, no, I can't remember what song it is exactly. But it's the lyrics are very philosophical and make you think and that kind of thing. Which again, I am extremely fascinated with, especially now that I'm, in my 20s and everything like that, and you know everything is just, the world feels evil, yeah, in all this nonsense. I like to dive into that stuff. I don't like to just pass a blind eye as to like, oh well, why do I feel this way, or why do I think this way, or whatever. I like to dive deep into that and actually try to think about it and understand it, and I like to talk about it and share ideas with people. Like I definitely find philosophy very interesting. And yeah, and I mean, this band kind of touches upon it a little bit as well. So, yeah, go check out Throwing Mountains by Kansas off of their 2020 release, The Absence of Presence. Super cool. But yeah, anyways, everybody, since last week was such a long freaking episode, I think we're going to do a tiny bit shorter episode this week. I mean, we're 25 minutes in, almost 26 minutes in. I think that's long enough. I don't know about you guys. I talked about a bunch of random stuff today. So, I mean, I don't know why I always say that every episode. That's just what this is. It's just my brain melting and me putting it into an audible form for people to listen to. Anyways, everybody, go check that song out. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. If you aren't subscribed yet and you're listening to this and you're becoming a frequent viewer, by all means, do what you like, but I would very, very appreciate it if you did subscribe to the channel and help me out a bit in my pursuit to becoming a YouTuber slash music engineer slash musician slash video editor slash entertainer. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody. I will see you all next Monday on the ForbiddenCast. Well, I guess I'll see you on Friday with the new acoustic video that from. Okay, bye.